The Oldie But Goodie, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Viorst. Did you know this thing was published in 1972? It's an old book. All right, this thing is pretty stacked with themes. We've got resilience, perspective, emotions, empathy, daily struggle, the idea of that going through daily struggles is a very relatable thing, like you're not alone. Theme of hope, isolation, dissatisfaction, and injustice. On this page, central idea question: how does Alexander at first propose to resolve his problems? He says he's going to move to Australia, so he is going to run away from his problems. Right now, he has no resilience, and he's going to solve his problems by going away from them and also by isolating himself. So, not a good way to cope with problems. Moving to Australia, running away, no resilience, isolation. On this page, another central idea question: what is getting in Alexander's way? Now, up till this point in the book, it's been a lot of little things like not getting a window seat, not getting a prize in the cereal box. Right here, this is the first actual mean thing that happens to him in the book. His friends have randomly rejected him. So between actual mean things happening, but mostly it's just little inconveniences like not getting a prize, the teacher not liking his picture, but his picture was a blank piece of paper. Just little things are going wrong. Some of them are justified, like his friends randomly rejecting him, and then later his brothers are going to pick on him. How does he propose to resolve it? Again, he's going to run away from his problems. He's going to isolate himself from his problems. Running away to Australia. Just not a good way to go about solving your problems. Running away from them and isolating yourself. Jumping forward a bunch of pages. This is after his brothers have pushed him in mud. They called him a crybaby. And now his mom is yelling at him because he's muddy. So again, this is the second actual mean thing that happened, not just bad luck, not just a little thing. Point of view question: how do Alexander's actions show what he's thinking and feeling? So he actually punched his brother here, so his actions show a breaking point. He has gone from being in a bad mood, he has felt jealousy, he has felt frustration, and now he's actually feeling anger and like lashing out. He can't anymore, he punched his brother. So his actions are finally reflecting all of the bottled up frustration that he's had all day from these little things happening. Central idea: what is getting in his way? Here, it's the perspective actually. His brothers pushed him, his brother called him a crybaby, he punched his mother. It's not his fault that he's muddy. He was upset and that is why he pushed his brother, but his mom doesn't get that. So here's something that is getting in his way is kind of like the fact that he's being misunderstood. Nobody understands what he's been through, why he's lashing out. He's also not telling anybody what he's been through. Character development question: how does Alexander behave? Why was it justified? This is kind of getting to, like, I guess we were kind of already talking about this. Why is Alexander behaving this way? He has been pushed. He has had a really bad day. He hasn't told anybody about it. His brothers are picking on him now. He's being misunderstood in this situation. Was it justified? There's no real right or wrong answer to this question. If he was justified in punching his brother in his bad behavior when he finally lashes out. This reminds me a lot of Kevin McAllister in the beginning of Home Alone. Like, he has a lot of reasons, like a lot of little things go wrong for him at the beginning of Home Alone that make him angry and make him say he wishes his family would disappear. He's exactly like Kevin McAllister in the beginning of Home Alone. All right, on this page where they're shopping for shoes, character relationships. How do other characters make things better or worse for Alexander? So here, by no fault of their own, his brothers, who were just pushing him around, giving him a tough time, got the shoes that they wanted. He did not get the shoes that he wanted. So it feels like an injustice. He's also jealous of them. He was jealous of snacks at lunch. He was jealous of the cereal prizes, and now he's jealous of the shoes. So he has faced a lot of jealousy throughout this book, that other people got something that he wanted. Also jealousy with his friends, that his friends kind of rejected him. He was jealous of like, oh, I want to be in that friend group, but you just rejected me. Actual injustice is the friend group. That wasn't injustice, the kids were being mean. And also another actual injustice, being pushed in the mud, called a crybaby. So other characters are making things worse for Alex. When his brothers were actually mean to him, and when his friends actually rejected him, that just wasn't bad luck, that just wasn't jealousy. So other characters are making things worse for Alexander, but you have to put it in perspective. Like, was this a little thing or was this an actual injustice? Jumping forward. Right, he's in bed, days over. Central idea. What leads to the resolution of his problems is really pretty simple. He remembers his mom's words that some days are just like that. And with that simplicity, it's just like, crappy days happen, and just letting go of them sometimes is just the only, it's the only way you can cope with it. Bad days just happen. So what do we learn? We learn empathy, because we see that this kid has had a really terrible day and nobody really understood why, but we see it, so we learn empathy. Relatability with daily struggles. We can relate to him, things going wrong, not being understood, people being mean to you, injustices happening. We can relate to those daily struggles. Hopefully we can relate to his resilience. At the end of the day, he does finally fall asleep, thinking about what his mom said, having a little bit of hope for the next day. So resilience, hope, what we're learning, empathy, relatability to daily struggles. And the very last page, central idea, how is Alexander different at the end versus the beginning? He has resilience because he's understanding that even in Australia, bad days are going to happen. So I just need to let go of it, maybe not let them bother me so much, accept things. So having resilience, having hope, knowing that he's not alone, because even in Australia, people are having bad days. So that is it for Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Those were a bunch of Common Core aligned questions to help you get the most out of reading this book with your child. Thank you to Taberski and Burke for helping me get with all the Common Core aligned questions, and I hope you have a lot of fun reading this book from 1972 with your child.